What is up, guys? Wraec is here with a new video, and today we are going to attempt Aspen Dungeon again. Last times I failed, I didn't upload this video, or those videos, or I would rather say I think it's attempt number 4 now at reaching 150. I don't really feel like uploading failed attempts, not really my kind of thing. But it's attempt number 4, so we will go over the setup really quickly. It's the same as we used between 50 and 100, like the big SFX. A and B speed attack stone. We have speed set up with Mark Purify to counter armor a little bit. And our imprints are precision, crit chance, crit damage. Then we are playing Fairy Queen Vesser, also rather big, maxed home as well. Again with the speed attack stone. Yeah, A and B, and we have a fast setup as well with Control Purify, and our imprints are DR crit damage. We are also going to use 2 Sherlocks with Receptors. Nothing too special here, don't think we will use those Sherlocks very much. In the last runs it was mostly like win it with SFX and Fairy Queen Vesser or bust. Those Sherlocks didn't help a whole lot. We're still going to take them with us. Maybe they can clear a stage. We will see. First, let's have a look at the demon potions. I noticed even those don't play much of a role. 11, that's great. 11 is a lot. 11 really is a lot. So happily accept that. Ticks, no problem at all. In general, I noticed in the last attempts, it's not really that fun. Again, this one, I hate it. I mean, that one can be alright, but like Oberon is a pain. He really is. He really is a pain. So let's just use SFX. I don't want to use Fairy Queen Vesser. I think she died last time against the stage. Oberon is really difficult if you don't have an active. If we have an active here, of course, and he's not in a foreman lineup. That works. We are not going to look at the single stages. Basically, SFX dominates them all. There's not a single stage that she can lose against. I think there is no single Oberon. Otherwise, that would be one she could lose against. And one thing I want to show you guys before we continue. Have a look. Do you see the problem? Yeah, we failed on 146. Which is not as bad as Kurat failing on 49, but still 146. Not that great. Or Steven from my old guild, which is now Utopia, at 45. That's just devastating, guys. That's just devastating. But it's alright. I think the tactic is working. I know the stages that are important to clear, that are important to be careful with. Nice, took the energy with us for the next fight. Pretty great. And I just hope we can clear all of this stuff and finally finish 150. Really wanted to have a go at 200, maybe getting world first, but I think I'm already too late for that. Not quite sure. I think Jesus and Charon had kind of a battle there who gets it first last time this worked, so we will try it again. That's bad. Worked out for us. Actually, a single Oberon can kill us. That's actually really risky what I'm doing right here. Using SFX against Oberon. Can't really recommend that. Can single Sherlock clear that? We're not going to look at it. Yes, he can. Don't really want to use the energy on the SFX. Rather have it for a stage like this. Where this energy is better brought to use. So, that's quite nice. Of course, we kind of have difficult heroes here. We have the Starwing Jara, which of course already CC'd us. And we have Aspen, so a little bit of double CC can be dangerous. Don't forget we run Mark Purify, so no CC Purify, which means every CC that we get will be much more devastating than it would be if we were running Control Purify. For example, usually the Horrify from Aspen won't drain your energy in Aspen Dungeon if you run Control Purify, but if you run Mark Purify, that actually reduces your energy by 50. And that's of course a rather big problem, especially when you are CC'd. In that case, that's even more so of a problem. As you can already see, for the main part we trust in SFX, we trust in her carry, And it works out rather well for the most part. The only thing that's really a problem is Oberon. We can't really deal with Oberon, and there are some mean stages with Olivia and ticks that can be mean. Like especially the Olivia stages, Olivia swaps the speed with your SFX, and then she's suddenly slower than like a Sherlock in that stage. And as we just discussed, like getting CC'd with Mark Purify, not really the nicest thing. We saw that stage already. That stage is no problem at all for this SFX, so just going to skip it. Then we have this SFX stage, which might be difficult usually, but last time I saw it, SFX handled it quite well. So not really too afraid of it. Usually the good part is that our SFX deals much better counter damage than the enemy SFX. Enemy SFX really doesn't have too much attack, so this is not very difficult for us, and not very dangerous at that. So this stage now, we have so many potions, I think we are just going to recover our energy. I mean, it shouldn't be too, is it? We get dazzled, this is not good. We can get horrified, which would be bad. I think we are alright with SFX. Kind of have to think a little bit about those stages. This is also something that I would recommend to you guys. Always think about the stages, have a look at what you're facing, and then consider if that is the right hero. If SFX, for example, is the right hero, the hero that you want to use for that stage, or if it's more likely to be Ferric Investor. Ferric Investor can deal with a lot of those stages. So we can, for example, use her against those two Sherlocks. Should be 100% no problem for her to deal with those. And yeah, it isn't. They can't really deal damage to her. The only damage they can deal is through switching HP, and even that will be easily recovered. And that stage again, we can again use SFX. And it should be no problem. Yeah, we already killed the enemy SFX through dodges, which is quite insane. And the dodges are really that strong because of the added damage that you get through the sublimations. This added damage, of course, is rather nice. I think I want to use the Ferric Investor here. Not that it's really risky, but the... Oh, they are already faster than us. This is of course not good, especially against a hero like Sayas can be quite a problem. Didn't really check for the speed on Ferric Investor, to be honest. She died very early last time. Like, I think she died on 104 or something. Wasn't very great. I think she can survive that. Should be alright. Then again, SFX could too, but Ferric Investor will deal with that as well. And with that as well, that should be no problem at all. Shouldn't have skipped that. There was an interesting mechanic we could have talked about. Sad. Maybe we will see Ithaca again. The interesting mechanic I want to talk about is that this dot is actually based on the damage he deals, and when he attacks the shield of Ferric Investor, he actually deals 0 damage, so his dot is actually 0 then. Which is interesting. In that specific scenario, he will actually deal less damage than, for example, a damage dealer that deals dot damage based on his attack or the enemy HP. That is always a little bit scary. Like the Gustin. We attack the Gustin and he deals like 500 million counter damage to us. And it always looks so dangerous. And this is a stage that would be a problem for us if we didn't run Mark Purify. But of course, as I said, we run Mark Purify, so we can go in there, and the healing curse by Amra will actually be countered through our Mark Purify. Another option for this stage would have been to use a Demon Potion and kill the Amra with the first attack and avoiding the healing curse by that. So, already on 125, halfway mark. Yeah, let's try the Ferric Investor here, double CC stage. We have the Oberon. Last time I said that I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't use my SFX against an Oberon. And Ferric Investor dealt with that stage quite nicely, even though she's already slower than the enemies and even went out there with full energy, so that's pretty great. Pretty good run so far. Then again, I have to say, Aspen Dungeon really is like the game mode where you need the proper RNG to really clear it. Like, we can get one killer stage after the other and this run will be over before we even reach 130. Or we can get just single stages like this, or otherwise easy stages till the end of the run and won't face any problems, because like that's just not a problem to clear. It may have been better to conserve the energy there, actually. Maybe we can recover here. That's a CC stage, but as a single enemy, that Sire shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, recover the energy, quite nice. Again, that's the sublimation for SFX that makes her recover 50 energy on gaining impeccable flow. And I have to say, this is really one of the best sublimations that you can get for Aspen Dungeon. Absolutely helps her to shred through those enemies and will give you a bunch of energy back. And if you just have a look at these stages where we end with full energy after using SFX, that's just insane. And this stage can kill SFX. You wouldn't think that, but it is really true. And not very great. I wonder if Sherlock can clear it. Let's see that. Looks like he can. Yeah, I think he can. Okay, that's great. Usually in 1 versus 1 that shouldn't be a problem, but the Oberon is really kind of a dangerous opponent, and that is really the case because of his Twine and the seed he puts on your heroes. That is a skill effect. That means it will even hit SFX if she has dodge active and could dodge his attack. Even then the seed will hit her, and at the start of the next turn she will get twined, and Oberon might actually kill her or keep her twined. And that is a death scenario. She will get poisoned and over the course of many rounds get killed by the enemy Oberon. That is of course not very great, but also not that much of a problem. They can't kill us very fast, and after a few hits this dove will actually go away. We can clear that. 133 already, kind of great, really like that. That silence of course is not that great, but it only lasts 1 round. Unless you have the Ferrocene Vessel sublimation, by the way. The Ferrocene Vessel sublimation can make this silence last 2 rounds, and it's actually quite kind of interesting, because if the enemy doesn't purify, it will still be on him for the next round. Kind of good. The stage is much less scary if you have energy available. And this Annabelle, of course, is annoying. Annabelle, really not an easy opponent in Aspen Dungeon. Can be quite annoying. But nice, we went out there with full energy again. Took a few turns, more than expected, but it's alright, it's great. I'm no longer sure that Ferrocene Vessel can actually clear this, to be honest. Kind of a little bit afraid that she might die because those Sherlocks are faster than her. I think we can use SFX and should be safe because we are still faster. Yeah, and now we should be able to dodge all attacks from that Sherlock. Yeah, it was actually the better play here, I think. Single Sherlock, same situation, I would say. Less dangerous, yeah. Cost us the energy on the SFX, but then again we have 10 demon potions left, so we don't really have to go into any fight with empty energy if we don't want to, so that's still an option to fill our energy for most of the upcoming fights. 138, we have kind of a CC stage here. I think we can use a demon potion. Let's just use a demon potion. We have so many of those. I tend to use them not enough, so I think we will make use of them for the remaining stages and go into most of those stages with full energy. Or we just recover full energy from the stage. This one I think Sherlock can handle. Yep. Easy clear. Nearing 140, or now at 140. with a rather easy stage for SFX. Can go in there. And so far the run is looking pretty good. Then again, don't say anything before you actually clear it, because like there are killer stages. There are stages that can legitimately cost us heroes, that can kill SFX, and killing SFX like on this stage could absolutely still end the run. Could absolutely still end the run. And I sure hope that this won't happen. But even this stage, with the Dazzle, you never know what Dazzle is going to do to your heroes. In that case, it wasn't very dangerous for us. We have this stage again. With the double Sherlock, I think we're going to use the same tactic as last time. Use the SFX despite the dose. And I think we should be good here. So yeah, right play again. SFX against double Sherlock works well. And we cleared this stage already. We again have full energy, so we go in there. All the difficult opponents already gone. And then again, Asmodel and Stavanger really aren't the most difficult opponents. Sadly, no full energy for us here. Would have wished for it. That would have been a horrible stage. If we didn't have Mark Purify. That's like all the marks you can get and all the healing curses that are available. And not a stage you want to fight with Ferric Investor. I can't really recommend that. If you were to do this, Ferric Investor usually spreads her attacks so much over the enemies that she might not be able to clear all the layers of Armorer's shield, which is of course a death sentence. Now the question, if we want to go in there with full energy, I don't think we have to. Maybe we can go a bit farther, conserve a little bit of that energy. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, definitely right decision to not use a demon potion. Wasn't necessary, absolutely not necessary. And again, here it won't be necessary as well, because as much as I said that I don't like Annabelle as an opponent, she really is not a huge risk factor of killing us. At least not alone. She always needs somebody to support her to really kill us. But alone, she just can't do it. And again, this Russell can't kill us as well. So that's quite great. Already nearing the last stages. We have this. We use a demon potion just to be safe. Kill of the SFX, and the Ferric Investor alone cannot kill us. Even going out here with full energy, which is quite nice. Again. And we are on 149 with no CC in this stage. So shouldn't be a big problem, even though we face a Ferric Investor. The rest of the enemies, not that much of a danger. Sadly, not full energy. Our dodges were too strong. Even lost a little bit of life. We have the double Sherlock stage again. We will go in there with full energy. And I think that's already Purgatory 150, guys. So pretty nice clear at that point, I have to say. I liked it. I liked it. This was like the easiest clear I had. Like no killer stages. Just a chill run with enough energy, with enough demon potions till the end. And now we are already on 151. And guys, I really like to see that, like the 150 here. Very great. And now, of course, the longer smash. Next time I will start at 150. And maybe I can even get to 200 before I start going for Void Campaign again. Void Campaign, a little bit neglected by me, I have to say. Like I went to 347. Have a lot of video material actually, and didn't really cut it. I recorded most of the stages I cleared, and there are some pretty cool stages. I used the big SFX, and she in some stages she cleared like 4 enemy heroes, and it was absolutely insane to see that, how well she performed, and was quite surprised by that. Actually, SFX is getting very cheap in the auction house, so that's pretty great. And seeing her perform that well in Void Campaign was really nice, and there was some cool gameplay I could show you guys, and I definitely have to make a video out of this. And I will definitely do that in the future. I just thought our SFX would suicide here by attacking the Penny and getting like Reflect to hell and back, but wasn't the case, so no problem here. That's a killer stage. That's like a stage that would absolutely murder SFX. Let's see if they murder our Ferroqueen Vessel. Might be the case, honestly. Yeah, not looking too good. But at least those Oberons lost a lot of life, and our Ferroqueen Vessel isn't dead yet, so that's something to consider. Beyond that, I thought about it, and I really don't think that I'm going to use Ferroqueen Vessel in the upcoming stages. I don't think she's that great anymore. After like, what was it? Like 100. I really didn't see the benefit for her anymore. I would much rather use like a Sun Devourer EOS, an 8-tier Sun Devourer EOS or something to clear all these stages. Would be better in my opinion. But then again, I don't have an 8-tier Sun Devourer EOS, so that's not really an option, and I kind of have to think of a replacement for her. I have an 8-tier Mockman, which doesn't really work. So yeah, I think we are a little bit stuck with the 8-tier Ferroqueen Vessel, even though she also dies to the stages she's supposed to clear, which isn't that great. Definitely don't need a Demon Potion here. But I like that we can clear some more stages and don't immediately end on 150. The enemy's getting a little bit more tanky now that Sherlock definitely had a bit of HP. So we'll see if damage becomes a problem. For like 100 to 150 it really wasn't. So we have to see if that changes now. Already at a 21-minute video. Ah, okay, that's not nice. That's not nice. We have energy on the Sherlock. Let's see if he can clear. Not looking too bad, guys. Not looking too bad. Sherlock coming in clutch here, clearing a stage our SFX probably couldn't. Maybe with energy. If we use the Demon Potion on the SFX, I think she could clear it. Guys. Wouldn't be too surprised. But then again, if our Sherlock can do that and we had energy on him, and basically this was a free shot. Getting a free shot at a difficult stage is of course always great. Sadly not ending with full energy would have been even greater. Then we have this stage, and this stage basically screams SFX with Demon Potion to get rid of the Bloody Ghostin and not get shredded by him, and of course this didn't work. Was kind of scary, but worked out in the end, so I guess it's alright. Never ending with full energy here. Man, that's mean. This stage looks so evil. It looks so evil. But I think we are alright here. Even though it looks evil, I think we are alright. Of course got hit by the Ferroqueen Vessel, but then again, we can. Then this stage, we won't go in with energy. I think now that we are beyond 150, I want to keep our energy and actually try to profit from having it in the coming stages. Maybe we can just clear it. I mean, the option surely is there. The possibility is there. We just can't get any more killer stages. And if we get easy stages to 200, this will actually be a very great video, I think. Clearing like... we can go with lower HP in there. I think that's alright. Clearing 100 to 200 in one video. I think that would be huge, guys. That would be huge. But the probability is rather low. Let's be real, the probability is rather low that you can clear it that way, just because Demon Potions are of course a thing, and we don't have a lot of those remaining, and starting next time with full Demon Potions from 150 would of course be very beneficial. I think I will keep our remaining 2 Demon Potions for a real killer stage, and I think that one just isn't a real killer stage as we get Impeccable now. And I think the most difficult hero here would actually be the Star Alchemist Homes in the back row, and as we can kill this one just with the Impeccable Flow active, I'm not really seeing us in any danger of dying here. This one is of course a lot more dangerous. I really want to see us at full life here before we go in. And let's hope we can clear that Sherlock. That's not the Sherlock. Sherlock is actually the only real pain here. Russell, of course, dealing more damage than I expected, and we are a little bit too slow, I have to say. Enemies are faster than us, which is not very great. And yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. Our dreams have been shattered. Our dreams have been shattered. Kind of having speed issues right now. We have to see if we can do something against that. Then again, why did I even use the demon potion? This was entirely useless. Then again, of course, we get new gear soon. We get new stones soon. And all of those things give us more speed. And as all of those things give us more speed, they will make clearing this a lot easier. And we are in the prime position to start that. We are in the position to basically go ahead and I will just skip battle, doesn't work anyway, and clear 200, and I think this will be great, and the video is definitely upcoming. I will try a bit more, and if that doesn't work and we can't outspeed and will die through that, in that case we will just wait for the new gear, for the new stones, and will guaranteed clear it then. For now, guys, thanks for sticking with me. Pretty long video again, but then again it's Aspen Dungeon. And I hope you had a nice time. I hope you had have nice clears as well. And with that, guys, I want to end the video. Wish you a great day, wish you a great week, and we'll see us in the next one.